Today, in our live video, I'm going to show you how to gain influence with your kids by showing that you love them. Parents, do you want to learn how to gain more influence over your kids, build more connection, and have nurturing interactions with your kids, all while showing you love them without leaving any doubt? Give me the next 8 minutes or so, and I'll show you what the love languages are, ways to determine your kids' love languages, and how to gain more influence, grow the relationship, and show them complete acceptance through speaking their love languages. If you'd like to see my longer video on understanding and my parenting method called Cubed that gets into how my clients and I end conflict while opening communication using love languages and understanding, comment #understanding below and I'll get you that link right away. My name is Matt Kenyon and I am a family relationship coach and the owner of Free Thought Coaching, where I help parents end the yelling, arguing, and fighting and conflict and build happily integrated families, open lines of communication in their families, and build connection. My promise is that there is always at least one strategy, tool, or piece of advice that you can use immediately after watching my videos. So let's get into this. First, why do I need to know my kids' love languages? Well, they send clear messages of unconditional love and create a stronger connection and bond between you and your child or anyone that you're using a love language with. The unconditional love that you send with love languages gives you a special place with your child and encourages them to respect you and your counsel, thus gaining you more influence. They will learn how to be more loving with the people in their life, like you and the rest of your family. So what are the languages? Well, this information today comes from Gary Chapman's book series, The 5 Love Languages. He has many different books talking about different relationships and types and styles, but here we go. Most of today's content comes from this book, The Love Languages of Teenagers, but it applies to all people, large and small. Gary gives us 5 languages, so let's run through them. Language 1, words of affirmation. Words of affirmation require sincerity. They have to be genuinely things that you want to affirm for your child. They have to be specific. We want to praise efforts, not necessarily results. Sometimes results are all we can praise, and that's fine. But we'd really rather would focus on efforts to encourage that effort in the future, regardless of results. Verbal affection can be also words of affirmation. Simple things like, I love you. Even when it becomes uncomfortable, as it may be as they get older, or as weird as your teen or tween may think you are for saying it, it does matter to them, and they do hear it. In fact, not hearing it can have a devastating effect on a child when they become adults, on their self-worth and their ability to show love and affection to the loved ones in their adult life. Make sure your child knows how much you value them and that they're worthy of love. All right, language 2, physical touch. Touch can be used strategically. We don't want to give hugs necessarily in front of the rest of the guys, right? But a light touch on the arm would be acceptable and have the same effect. Be flexible and adjust based on feedback and situations. Light touch and massage can be an easy, non-intrusive way to introduce touch to a relationship that doesn't automatically have it. As always, I caution against touch becoming abusive. Listen to your kid, take their feedback, and observe them. And if in doubt, ask a trusted advice or a therapist to give you their perspective. Be kind and loving with your touch, and you will build connection. All right, language 3, quality time. Giving of yourself through undivided attention. Sharing experiences, not just sitting in the same room together, but actually sharing an experience to create togetherness and connection. Focus on doing things that your child likes to show that you prioritize spending time with them, not the activity. Have quality conversations where you seek to get to know them better. Ask questions, be inquisitive, and ask permission to share your thoughts instead of just blurting them out. Use I statements and ask for feedback. Their feedback is invaluable. Things like, what do you think about what I just said? Is a great follow-up, and it shows a desire for understanding, something that they want anyway. And seek connections to build the quality time spent together. Acts of service, something you've already been doing as a parent. Changing diapers, feedings, meals prepared, rides offered, and baths given are all acts of service that you've already been doing as a parent. As kids get older and more independent, we need to be more intentional about our acts of service. We need to be more intentional about our acts of service. Acts of service are freely offered. They're never made as deals or used to manipulate to get something that you want. They're just done for their own sake. They're not a reward for good behavior. They're just for them to enjoy. Teaching them how to do something, say cooking or changing the oil in their car, is a great way to do an act of service, and it builds independence and confidence in your kid. Acts of service and quality time, they are natural partners and go great together. All right, language 5, gifts. The giving of a tangible object as a representation of unconditional love. The unconditional part is key, and you'll find out in a second. This is not an exchange. I'll get you this if you do this. That's conditional, and we want to show unconditional love. So we don't make it an exchange or a deal. Gifts come with ceremony, like on a birthday. They should be for the well-being of the child, not just something they want. Avoid money, unless it's given with a specific purpose, something that will benefit them in the long run. Make sure it appeals to their interests, and never give gifts as a replacement for actual love and affection. We've all seen those parents who don't know how to show love and affection and instead just buy a bunch of gifts thinking that that will replace that intentional love and affection. And it just doesn't. Doing that actually reduces the value that the child perceives of themselves and that you have for them, and the value of the relationship, and causes them to pull further away and go find affirmation and love elsewhere. Discovery. So this is how we discover. First, I want to let you know this is not a once and done type of discovery thing. You'll need to keep investigating and repeating as they grow in age. Love languages change. Sometimes what their primary love language was when they were 10 is not the same when they're 16, and wasn't the same when they were 3. Ask questions about their experience and how you could better show them love and affection. Be open and honest about your desire to be more intentional, and ask for their input. Hey, how could I better show you that I love and care for you? It's an honest question, and it usually engenders an honest answer back that you can now take and utilize to move forward. Try different languages and make observations to reactions to different love languages, and kind of keep mental note of what seems to work better than others, and then try that again and see if you get the same result. In conclusion, you should always be delivering on all 5 languages. They need to see all of the languages, but you can focus on their primary 1 or 2, some maybe even have 3, but focus on those, but don't neglect the others. They will learn through watching you model all 5 love languages how to practice those same love languages to show love to others, not only now, but especially in any future life partners that they may have or significant others in their life. Knowing these 5 love languages will end up putting them into practice will also benefit your other relationships, like your spouse and your other extended family members, your sister, your brother, your dad. Love languages apply to all human beings, and the more we practice them, the more we get better at them. Remember, If you'd like to see my longer video on understanding what a trauma-informed approach is, and my parenting method called Cubed that gets into how my clients and I end conflict, open communication, grow love, all while using love languages and gaining influence, then comment hashtag understanding below and I'll get you that link ASAP. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Speak the love language intentionally. And happy parenting. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope this video has been useful to you. I would love it if you could leave a comment with something in this video that resonated with you or helped you and your family out on your journey. If you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you can get notified when I release new content. It massages the algorithm and helps get these videos out to other parents that need them. I really do appreciate your love and support. If you would like to join my Facebook community, Connected Parenting, where I have other videos, group of parents who are struggling with the same issues you are, there is a link down in the description. Have a great day. Try to be the parent your kids need today. Happy parenting.